What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and discussion for Saturday, March 11, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and as always, staying blessed. All right, you guys, we're going to start here with the surface map this morning. And as you can see, the cold front has cleared the southeast United States. As we take a look here, you can see it has made it off the east coast here, extending out into the Atlantic Ocean, and then as we zoom in closer, you can see it cuts across Florida here, across the northern Florida Peninsula, just north of Tampa Bay, and then it comes into the eastern Gulf. But then the front starts to become stationary here across the northern central Gulf of Mexico, south of the Louisiana coastline here, and eventually this front is going to start pushing back up. As early as this morning, this front is going to start pushing back north as a warm front. So here across southeast Louisiana, we are in the low 60s right now, with some dew points about right around the air temperature 60 as well. So not too bad feel out there right now. Should feel nice this morning, but as the morning progresses into the afternoon and evening, we will get back into the warm sector here. So expect the humidity and everything to start to rise up a little bit some as we go through the afternoon and evening, and then Sunday it's going to be back full-fledged summertime before the stronger front comes through and sends us that nice cool air for the start of the work week. But as you can see, the radar is not too busy here across the south, you guys, so it's really quiet. We still have some heavy rain here across parts of California and some wintry weather in the mountainous region. So be on the lookout for that. But it looks like that's starting to taper down as the system moves out to the east, which is this should be the same system that's probably going to cause it's causing some heavy snow up here in the northern plains. But as this moves eastward here towards the northeast United States, it could possibly set up a nasty storm here across the Northeast with possibly blizzard conditions here for New York City, Boston. It would be something we will definitely have to watch here because we have some very heavy snow across the Northeast. But as with the first system right now, you can see with the low off of New York here in New Jersey, you can see we do have some snow very close to New York City, but it is not quite making it there just yet. It's still all rain there. And as we head off the Massachusetts coast here near Boston, you see we have some rain here as well with the snow not too far away. Now, you guys, I just wanted to show you all up north real quick before we now segue into convective outlook day one, which is today, which we still do have that slight risk of severe weather for eastern Oklahoma extending into Arkansas here. And as we check the probability, tornadoes are at a 2% here, mainly across southeast Oklahoma, northeast Texas, extreme northern Louisiana, and parts of southwest Arkansas. 2% tornado threat here. The hail threat is a 15%, so a very large hail could be in play here this evening and overnight with these storms. And as we check the wind probability, 5% here. So some locally damaging winds will be possible as well. And I do believe, yes, we do have a significant hail threat here, you guys, across southeast Oklahoma into Arkansas. So please be on the lookout for some very large hail, which it does could do some damage to cars. So if you have somewhere to put your car up at, please please have it in a safe place this evening and overnight here in this region, you guys. So what we're about to do now is we're going to take a look here. I'll pause this. We're going to take a look here at the model to see when these storms could start to ignite here across Oklahoma and Arkansas. And this is about 7 o'clock in the evening, you guys. And as you can see, not too much really going on here within the slight risk area. But as you can see, there's going to be some heavy rain ongoing across Tennessee here, extending up into Kentucky, Illinois, all these heavy rain here in Illinois. Then, as you can see, this is going to really turn into a wintry snowstorm mess here, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa. Be on the lookout for some wintry mess here later on this evening going into the overnight hours. And now, you guys, as we move on into time, about 10 o'clock, you can see the showers, those cells are starting to form and be ongoing here just south of Little Rock. You can see these are some intense cells possibly, which could be producing at very large hail, which could be up to 1, 2 inches, maybe 3 in diameter here. So be on the lookout for some extreme large hail. Then as we move this on further into time, you guys, we're gonna move it on to about 2 a.m. And as you can see, the cells are really ongoing within just to the south of Little Rock, and look into northern Mississippi, you guys. It's going to be nasty going on here with these cells, with some damaging winds and severe hail going on. And as we continue, look at all the heavy rain that starts to form into Tennessee and Kentucky, and even look at the wintry weather in the starting to come into the Appalachian and the mountains here, you guys. So this is going to be a very nasty system here setting up. So be on the lookout, Carolinas. You can all see some nasty rain here and some wintry weather as this system moves through. And as we go to about 6 a.m., you guys, before we segue to convective outlook day 2, which is for tomorrow. All right, you guys, you can see northern Mississippi. It is rocking and a socking here by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, down Interstate 55 to Jackson. Strong storms, heavy rain, even into Alabama between Birmingham and Montgomery, Atlanta. Heavy rain will be ongoing at that time. And now, as we segue this into convective outlook day 2, you guys, let me get to it. All right, you guys, it shifts the risk area to the south and east, closer to southeast Louisiana, you guys. But we in New Orleans are still under the marginal risk here. But the slight risk starts just across parts of the North Shore and along the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Our friends here in Ocean Springs will need to be on the lookout for some severe hail and some locally damaging wind gusts for Sunday. As we check the categories here, you can see we have a 5% tornado risk here from basically Alabama, Mobile, southern Alabama into southern Georgia here and parts of the Florida Panhandle, with a 2% probability of tornadoes on the outer edge of that, which does include our friends along the Mississippi Gulf Coast and does actually come across parts of St. Tammany Parish here across the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain. So you will have to be on the lookout for some possible tornadoes, but I believe that threat will mainly probably be from Alabama, probably in the Alabama southern Alabama, Georgia region. Hail threat, 15% here, you guys, from the North Shore, just north of Lake Pontchartrain, Mississippi Gulf Coast, Alabama, Georgia, Florida Panhandle. Wind probability, all right, it's going to be a good chance that we could see some locally damaging winds here, 15% chance across this slight risk area. And we also do have a significant hail threat. Yes, we do here for parts of the North Shore, even my friends along in Ocean Springs here, there is a significant hail threat. So we will be on the lookout for that on Sunday, you guys. And as we take a look to see when the timing of these storms will start to move here, we already at 6 o'clock, you guys. So let's move to about noon, the noon hour here on Sunday. As you can see, it's going to be some heavy rain here across central Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi here. And as we move on to about 4 p.m. in the afternoon that Sunday, you guys, you can see the cells. These will be the cells that will be capable of producing those tornadoes, those strong damaging winds, and severe hail here extending from southern Georgia, southern Alabama, on into southern Mississippi here. As we move this along to about, let's go to about 7 o'clock, you guys. All right, as you can see here, this is starting to sag even further to the south, getting closer to our area. Our friends here, Pensacola, Destin, heavy showers and thunderstorms, Mobile, even extending further west into the Mississippi, the North Shore, even Baton Rouge here. But you can see the line starts to thin out here as we get into Louisiana. So I do believe the main threat of the severe weather will just be from the Mississippi Gulf Coast eastward here, you guys. And as you can see, by 9 o'clock, this system should be starting to come across the New Orleans area here, across southeast Louisiana, extending east Mississippi Gulf Coast, Florida, all the areas will be we could be experiencing some severe weather here, you guys. So be on the lookout as this strong front comes through tomorrow evening and during the nighttime hours. So if we got to segue right back on into day convective outlook day one real quick, you guys. I'm gonna take this model off here. All right, I'm gonna get the radar back moving. So you guys, if you do stay in southeast Oklahoma and Arkansas, please be on the lookout mainly this evening and overnight for those large severe hailstorms that could possibly be forming in this area. And then we're going to have convective outlook day two again tomorrow, closer for our area, you guys. So be safe, be careful. And I will be back with an update tomorrow for our area to see what'll be the latest and see if those storms are actually be worse for the New Orleans area or if the main threat will continue to stay to our north and east. So again, everyone be safe, be careful, and I will talk to you all in the next one.